With all the recent talk about housing affordability or lack thereof, I thought I'd do a video today to show you guys the most affordable areas to live in the beautiful suburb of Scottsdale, Arizona. That's right, guys. If you are on a budget, but you want to live in one of the most beautiful suburbs in the entire country, then this video is for you, because we're going to go over all the value plays and the most affordable places to live in Scottsdale, Arizona. Stay tuned. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to jump on this right now. But before you do that, if you just want to have a phone call, an email, or just talk to us directly on our Calendly link below, just go ahead and reach out to the information on the screen right now, and we would love to chat with you about any questions you have about real estate in Phoenix or Scottsdale in general. A lot of people take advantage of that, and we have calls and text messages coming in multiple times every single week, and we truly appreciate people who reach out to us with general questions about the market or the area, and also the ones who have specific questions about buying or selling a home. Either way, we're here to help you. Okay, so on my screen right here, you can see a map of Scottsdale. Now, we talked about Scottsdale being on the northeast part of the valley, but it is very long and is very skinny in the grand scheme of things. It is very long and rectangular. So you have North Scottsdale, which I have affectionately on a previous video, kind of labeled North Scottsdale being somewhere around this Thompson Peak, Pinnacle Peak area and up, okay? And then we have Central Scottsdale between here and right around this area of McDonald Road. And then you have South Scottsdale down here. Okay, so those are the North Scottsdale, Central Scottsdale, and South Scottsdale areas, and they all have their own unique housing and outdoor activities and themes, so to speak, overall, but they're all really nice areas. Now, another thing I love about Scottsdale is it is super easy to get to. Now, you have Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport right here in the center. You have downtown Phoenix right here. You have Uptown Phoenix, which is also a business district right there, north of the I-10. And then the second largest employment center in the entire valley is the Scottsdale Air Park, also located right in this area. Okay, so it is a phenomenal area for a lot of different reasons, but you can see that Scottsdale is easy to get to. You have interstates that flow to the West Valley and south to the East Valley, and there are lots of major roads, from Pima Road being a major thoroughfare right here to Scottsdale Road being a major thoroughfare north and south right there. And then the major thoroughfare going east to west is Shea Boulevard, all the way out to Fountain Hills and connecting to the 87 interstate. Then up here at the north, you have Carefree Highway, which goes all the way across over to North Phoenix that way as well. So those are the main arteries of transportation when it comes to Scottsdale. Very easy to get around, very residential friendly, but with a lot to do. And I mean a lot to do. Entertainment, dining, world-class shopping, the list goes on and on. And did someone forget golf? Guys, Scottsdale is known as a golf mecca of the world. But enough about that. We're gonna stick with housing and where the affordable areas are right now. So now I'm on the multiple listing service, and this is the map feature. So on here, we see all the properties that are listed for sale currently in anywhere in the greater Phoenix area. Now, obviously Scottsdale, we're gonna focus, is right over here. And right now, I did a search, as you can see, there's one result. Anything that's active or coming soon, under $400,000 right here, okay? Single family, detached home. There is one. It's up here. Now, this is interesting, guys. This is actually a pretty fun little house. Look at this. You have this remodeled home built in 2023 on an acre lot in Scottsdale for only $325,000. Okay, what's the catch? Here's the catch. It's a container home. That's the catch, guys. It is beautifully done. Oh my goodness, but look at that. You have a container home on a slab in the middle of the desert on an acre lot, a lot of privacy, and you have all the conveniences of modern day living, air conditioning, you have water heaters, you have heat, you have running water from the well, and so on and so forth. But look at this property. This is a very nice property. You can see the pictures right here, and this could be all yours for $325,000, and you can get financing on this. So pretty cool. Give me a call for any questions about that. But if I go back to the MLS here and I bump it up to $500,000, okay? $500,000 in all Scottsdale, Now there are 5. And guys, you get a sense now of some of the cheaper areas throughout Scottsdale, okay? You have the South Scottsdale area down here, which we're gonna hit on in just a second. But up in North Scottsdale, this is called the Rio Verde Corridor, okay? And this is all Scottsdale, but this is like the Wild West of Scottsdale. Scottsdale is known as America's most westernmost suburb or city. And out here, you have just that. A lot of unincorporation type areas. Wildcat building took place out here. Horse privileges. People with dune buggies and razors, and the list goes on. So if you want that bougie cowboy lifestyle, this area of Scottsdale through Rio Verde Corridor is going to be something you should strongly consider. So if we look at this, you're looking at this area right in here. Okay, this is the dark green is preserve, natural preserve. So you can't build on that with the regional park. But all this in here is great. Now, if I go to the satellite version of this, okay, you can see that there is the developed lots. Now you have Vista Verde. Oops, I just moved that. Let me put my screen there. You have Vista Verde right here, which is a Toll Brothers community, which is a track home community. And then you have Tanto Verde and Rio Verde. But right here, you have all this country style living, but attached to the city with a Scottsdale address, a lot of privacy, some dirt roads, still that sort of thing. So if that's your style, it's a good area for you, and it's more affordable. So something to consider. And real quick, if you have any questions specifically and you just want to cut to the chase, feel free to give me a call at 480-660-5974, and we can answer your questions about this and anything else you have real estate related here in the greater Phoenix area. Now, if I zoom back out, you can see on my map right here that we'll focus on South Scottsdale because that's where the other affordable area is. Now, everything else is going to be above $500,000 for a single family home in Scottsdale currently on the market. So down South Scottsdale, this is a good area. Now it's older. Most of these homes there are 4. Most of these homes were built in the 1960s. So that's the era that these were built in. But you have Old Town Scottsdale right here. And guys, this is where the world-class shopping, entertainment, spring training, baseball, dining, nightlife, nightclubs, all right in this nucleus right here. So if you scroll right here, you can see that you're pretty close to that. The reason why these are more affordable is because you're in an older part of Scottsdale with older homes and smaller homes in general, okay, on smaller lots. So you can see right here, you have 424.9, 440, 483, and 499.9. Now, if you focus on this one on Kimsey Lane for $500,000, you can see that it's 3.2. It's about 1,008 square feet for $495 price per square foot, okay? But what's the house look like? So you get a pool. That's cool, right? In Arizona, it's nice to have a pool. And this is the property. You can see nothing terribly special. It needs probably a full facelift or rehab, remodel throughout, but it's a nice property. And again, you're paying for location. So what does this look like for this property to have something for $500,000 in Scottsdale? What would your payment be? Oh, a little putting green back there, okay? And some chests, outdoor chests, a shed that you get, as well as a pond. So that's this property. Now, let's just take a peek at one more here on 74th Street. This is 2,184 square feet, a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. So you get more square footage for a little less price. Old block home. Needs a full gut job to be remodeled, but again, you're paying for location. So that's the property. That's what you get for about $484,000 in Scottsdale. I know, but you're in Scottsdale, and this property, if you fix it up, put the money into it, will be worth a lot more, okay? No pool on this one. So let's pull up the calculator. Let's go to Credit Karma, and let's see what we're looking at here. If we bought a house for $500,000 and put 20% down, that's $100,000. Your loan amount would be $400,000. 30-year fixed loan, 7% as the interest rate. Calculate it, and your payment is $2,661 a month. But you have taxes and insurance. So what are the taxes on this property? Now, I've heard taxes are a lot less in Arizona, and if you heard that, you are correct. In 2024, the total taxes for the year was $1,377 for the year. So if I go here and pull out my calculator, we go $1,377 divided by 12, and you come up with $114 a month in property taxes. You add another $100 to say rounded for insurance, and you're looking at $215 round up on top of your payment of $2,661. So $2,661 plus, let's go, plus 100 for insurance, plus 26 61 approximately equals a total payment of $28.75. Now, you do not have an HOA on this property, so you don't have to worry about an HOA payment because most properties in South Scottsdale do not have HOAs. They were built in an era before the mass HOA thing came to be. So that's what you'd be looking like for a payment to live in this house in South Scottsdale. But again, you can go as low as $424, and if you get a good deal and negotiate with a good agent, hint, hint, a good agent, then you could potentially get this for around in the very low 400s, right? That's what you're looking at. Okay, now let's pivot over to condos because I know a lot of you are probably asking, well, are condos cheaper? And the answer is yes, they are. Matter of fact, if we do an edit search here, you can see that we're in that same area of South Scottsdale, right? You can see South Scottsdale right in this area. We'll draw it for you guys, okay? We're going to consider this area south of McCormick Ranch. Let's just go right about here. We're going to encompass the Fashion Square, Old Town, Scottsdale area. We're going to stay this is the Phoenix Zoo right there, by the way, Papago Phoenix Zoo. We're going to stay east of the Phoenix Zoo, down this area, and obviously up this area. Now, technically, the border is not the 202. If I am going to be technical, I will erase this bottom line area and we'll redraw this thing here, because if I redraw it, technically it is going to be more right up here by McKellips, and it jogs and zigzags a little bit there, but you get the point. It's in the rough area. This is South Scottsdale, okay? So that's the area we are focusing on. Now I'm going to erase this so I don't get this in the way, all right? And then we're going to zoom in. And you can see that you're within walking distance and surrounding with some of these condos, the Old Town area, which is perfect for a young professional, a single person. Now, obviously, you can be married and go party every night. No judgment on that, as well if you want to also. But you have about 13 properties that fit the description of this area down here, okay? And you can see that some of these obviously are two-bedroom. They're all two-bedroom, two-bath condos. That's what I selected. The cheapest one is at $200,000, and then it goes up as high as $300,000 because I capped it at $300,000. Now, there are condos in the multi-million-dollar mark in the same area because there are some high-rise, nice condo complexes like Scottsdale Waterfront and Optima and things of that nature. So if you want the affordable budget condos, this is what you're looking at. So let's just take this one right here. Oh, I don't know. Let's go to Woodland Springs here for $278,400, a nice two-bedroom, two-bath condo, and this is what you get, okay? Let's look at the photos. This is a condo that's been remodeled. Look, you can see right here, there's the kitchen. Not too bad, okay? Not bad at all, actually. And again, this is $278,000. You have some nice amenities throughout the complex. There's a nice community area, tennis court, pickleball court, barbecue grills, and overall, just a nice place. Now, for this, it is 864 square feet, so not too big, but it is a two-bedroom, two-bath condo. Your HOA dues are $306 monthly, okay? $306 monthly, and on the map, you can see it's located right here. Again, just a stone's throw from, if I draw it real quick, just a stone's throw from Old Town Scottsdale right there. So you could literally walk or take a super cheap Uber to your area to have a good time on any Friday or Saturday night, or really, honestly, any night of the week. Things are going on down in Old Town Scottsdale with the eating and the dining, the shopping, the entertainment, nightlife. It's a fun time, a good place to be if you're looking for things to do. Now, for this condo at $278,400, what does that get you in terms of a payment? So if you pull out the calculator here and you go we'll use the same example, okay? You can put down less. There's plenty of loan products out that do less than 20% down. But if you did $278,400 times 0.8%, because you're going to put 20% down, okay, that's a loan amount of $222,720. So we'll go $222,720. We're 30 years at 7% on the interest rate. Calculate that number, and you see your payment is $1,481.76. But your HOA dues are $306, like we just said. So you go here, you go $1,481. Okay, plus 306. Again, this is approximate. Plus, let's say you wanted to have insurance. You may have a blanket insurance policy with the HOA, so you may not have to as a landlord if you rent it out. But if you're going to live there, you want some insurance to cover your personal belongings. So let's say another $100. It could be off, plus or minus. Okay, and then what are the taxes on this property? Good question. Let's go here, and it says our taxes right here are only $428 for the entire year. Okay, now I don't want to mess my calculator I have going right now, so let's go 428. That is super cheap. I'm gonna grab my calculator over here, and we're gonna go 428 divided by 12. That is $35 a month for property taxes. $35 a month, guys. That's awesome. And again, condos typically have smaller property taxes than houses, okay? That's a total payment of $1,922. So you can live in Old Town Scottsdale, right in the heart of everything, if you're okay living in a condo for, that's 2-bedroom, 2-bath, or 864 square feet, and you have one reserved covered carport space, okay? Most condos do not have garages, some do. You will pay more if you're lucky enough to have a garage offered for your condo place, guys. So I hope this gave you a great idea. I know I went maybe a little over in depth in terms of the area, but I gave you a good idea for the cheapest places, which are South Scottsdale and the Rio Verde corridor, which is up in this area, okay? Again, just to make it clear, the Rio Verde corridor is up in here, okay? And then South Scottsdale is down here. Are the two most affordable areas in Scottsdale, whether you're buying a single family home or a condo. So I hope you enjoyed the video of the most affordable places to live in one of the best places in America that you possibly could live, because that prices obviously are a lot more expensive in Scottsdale, Arizona, but there are affordable pockets if you really want to get into the suburb, as you just saw. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If we can answer any questions for you at all, don't be afraid to call at 480-660-5974. We would love to chat with you about your specific situation. And if you don't mind just liking us or tapping that subscribe button, we'd be forever grateful, as it will help us get more and more information of these videos out to more and more people out there who could use the enjoyment and the education. Oh, and don't forget, call me.